up, y'all? You're watching Rick in the House. Do me a favor and smash the like button and subscribe to my channel and share this video. Also, remember to turn on that notification bell. That way you'll know when I post a new video just like this one. Now, I got news for you guys about the sentencing of the 3 men who murdered Ahmaud Arbery as he was jogging. Now, y'all know the story. He was jogging. The 3 men, they chased him down and they trapped and killed him. And they showed no remorse, not even inside the courtroom during their testimonies and the whole entire trial. Now, on Friday, Judge Timothy Walmsley had sentenced all 3 men to life in prison, but only one of them has the possibility of parole. Now, Gregory McMichael and Travis McMichael, they both have life in prison with no possibility of parole. And I believe that's a good call right there, because the judge is saying in the video, it shows them not caring whatsoever. Like, they turned their back on him as he was dying, and they're saying, oh, we got him trapped like a rat. Like, the judge was reading from some of the things that they were saying inside the video. And they didn't care about it. Like, they're trying to say in the courtroom that it was unintentional. They didn't mean to kill him and everything. If that was the case, why didn't you try to save him as he was dying afterwards? After you finished shooting him, why didn't you try to save him? But they didn't. They just said these words, terrible words, and now they want to go inside the courtroom and try to make it seem that they didn't mean to do this. So the judge made the right call. They need to have life in prison because Wanda Cooper Jones, the mother of Ahmaud Arbery, will never be able to see her son again. Now, there will be people who will be able to see Gregory McMichael and Travis McMichael visit them in jail and everything, but Wanda Cooper Jones, she won't be able to see her son ever again. Now, for Brian, the neighbor, he has life, but with the possibility of parole. So he does 30 years, and he has a chance of getting out. And this is because the judge said that he's the only one that showed some remorse in the video about what he had done. Now, I believe that he should have gotten life as well, because he was part of this whole thing. He tried to run Arbery down with his truck, like push him to the side, and if it wasn't for him too, then Arbery could have been alive. Like, if he didn't help in the capture of Arbery, chasing him down, then he could have been alive, and he wouldn't be at fault in this. But he decided to go along with the program with the McMichaels, and Arbery ends up dying. And this is where they end up. They end up in the courtroom, and they ended up getting a guilty verdict, and now they're being sentenced to life. Only 2 of them, but they're going where they belong. It doesn't matter if it's like a civilian too. This should apply to even officers too. This needs to go with them too. Everybody needs to be held accountable equally. But here's another thing that happened. The Department of Justice had come to Wanda Cooper Jones, and they tried to make a deal with her, which I believe was like a slap in the face. The deal was, if Travis McMichael and Gregory McMichael go ahead and they go and they say that it was intentional, that it was for the hate crime, then they only do 30 years in jail. But that right there, I would not accept. And she did not accept that deal. That deal right there is just messed up. You actually think that this mother is going to let these guys be able to get out after they showed no remorse whatsoever for what they had done? No. They're spending their whole entire life in prison. That's where they need to be, and that's where she wanted them to be, and that's where the judge is. That's what the judge decided. Life. And this should apply to everyone who does a terrible crime like this. Civilians or officers, even everybody in higher, who have a higher position, who have a position of power, this should apply to them too, because you don't see this happening to them often. They pretty much like are going soft on these guys, but it needs to happen. This needs to happen more to even officers and to anybody who does a terrible crime like this and shows no remorse for what they have done. But I'm glad that the judge did this. His decision was right, and these guys are going where they belong. But you go ahead, you tell me what you think of this. You're watching Ricky in the House. Peace.